favour. Penalties 10-7 in Leigh's favour. Our referee from Widnes, Mr. Dave Carter, gets proceedings underway. Oldham have made a substitution during the half-time interval. Loose forward Stuart Raper has gone off to be replaced by number 14 David Topless. So here comes Clausen. Possession to Leigh with Gelling. Casey makes the tackle, so Leigh on the attack for the first time in this half. Just outside the opponent's 25, there goes Kerr. Kerr runs into Topless and finally tackled by Worrell. So McCulloch attacking half-back to Schubert. Long pass out to Pike. Pike goes without it. Picked up by Atherton for Davis. Davis still going. Sit inside to Taburn. Taburn trying to look for support. Clausen makes the tackle. Davis now. Leigh a little slow again. There goes Pike. There goes Pike. Gets it out, but it's picked up by Worrell. And he drops the ball. And Kerr picks it up for Leigh, so Leigh back in possession with Taburn. To Schubert, to Gelling. Well, Leigh needing to sort themselves out in these early stages. Good attacking position. Schubert on the drive. Tries to step inside. Hawkyard has gone into the pack, I think, for Oldham. So Kerr now to Davis, to Pike. Out to finally to Henderson, who loses possession. Possession to Oldham. Really Leigh did nothing with that two sets of tackles as Ashton tries to set something up for Oldham. He's still going. And John Henderson and Ashton involved in a scuffle there. John Henderson is the man going to be penalised. In fact, I think he's been sent off. And Ray Ashton still wants to fight with his own men. So the Leigh centre, John Henderson, is dismissed. Now whether it's a sin bin offence or whether it's off completely, coming off a treatment. Of course, we had an incident 2 weeks ago when Derek Pike got an elbow in the tackle and had his eye cut under similar circumstances. But Leigh down to 12 men now. We've got it all to do. Hobbs fails to find touch, but McCulloch drops the ball and it goes out of play, and we'll have a scrum. Well, the referee could have avoided all that by speaking to both captains in the first period, but he didn't. Both teams down to 12 men at the moment. Ray Ashton off being treated for Oldham, and David Topless will feed the scrum. So it's possession to Oldham. Bridge steps inside Collier. Good tackling from Kerr and Fox. Here comes Wannicky. And Barker stopped just short. It's a matter of inches now. Good attacking position for Oldham here. Knock on there. Well, the referee doesn't see it. Forward pass as well. Oh, really, Mr. Carter is letting too much go. Good defence by Leigh. And Davis comes up with the ball for Leigh. And Leigh get a penalty. That's 2 penalties we've had in the first 4 minutes of this second half. We had 17 in the first half. So when Atherton finds touch, and Taburn will take the tap to Leigh as Ray Ashton comes back on, and Oldham are at full strength again. So what can the 12 men of Leigh do against the 13 men of Oldham? We've got 35 minutes to find out. Gelling, but Leigh failing to break out of their own 25. There goes Schubert. Nice kick ahead. Picked up by Mbarki. A penalty to Leigh for obstruction against Ashton. Ray Ashton only just come back after being treated. David Topless, substitute back. He's trying to marshal his troops and get them to calm down. And I think a lot of this trouble is the responsibility of our referee, Mr. Carter. Fine kick from Atherton. Takes Leigh to within 5 yards of the Oldham 25. Leigh desperate for points at the moment. There goes Pike. Mike Davis. Stopped in centre field. Pike finally tackled by Clausen. Atherton now to Davis. Davis keeps it going to Pike, who drops the ball. Possession to Oldham, now with Flanagan. McCulloch in well to stop Worrell. Here comes Wannicky. It's out to Harkyard. Harkyard steps inside, doesn't release the pass, well read by Collier. Oldham up to the halfway line, now with Ashton, on to Topless, good line out for Oldham here. There goes Mbarki, he does well to get it out, gets it on to Clausen. Well, all off the ball incidents going on at the moment. Ashton gets it out to Warnicky, and that ball's a mile forward to Sherman. But Leigh force him into touch, and referee Carter is once again nowhere near the play. So it'll be head and ball for Leigh at the scrum. Davis feeds, comes up with the ball as well. Fox had acting halfback. Leigh desperate to clear their own territory at the moment. There goes Pike, tackled by Casey and Worrell. Davis now out to Schubert. Schubert puts a high one up the centre of the field. Well taken by Taylor. Taylor steps out of one tackle, but not Kerrs. Oldham are back on the attack, 10 yards from the Leigh 25. Now with Topless. Topless gets it out to Harker. Forward pass inside to Flanagan, and this time the referee saw it. Fine break from Hawkyard. Good support from Oldham, but the last pass was forward. Referee was on the spot on that occasion. Well, in fact, he's given Leigh a free kick for a deliberate forward pass, I think. Fine kick coming in from Atherton again. Two balls on the field at the moment. So, Taburn with the tap for Leigh. On to Gelling. Gelling runs into Casey and Flanagan. Leigh in possession, 10 yards inside their own half. With Schubert now for Leigh. There goes Mike Davis. Steps inside one, but that was a late tackle from Clausen, which goes unpunished. That really was disgraceful. 3 men had completed the tackle before Clausen went in. And the touch judge now volunteers to go on the field. Well, that is terrible from the two officials. So Mike Davis will play the ball for Leigh. We've had 10 minutes of this second half. All Oldham are offside. Cottrell goes it alone. Takes play 5 yards into Oldham territory. There goes Pike. On to Gelling. Gelling throws it away. Picked up by McCulloch. Still possession to Leigh. Pike now to Davis. Long pass out to Kerr. Kerr looking for the break. Stopped in centre field. Last one indicates the referee. Pike with the kick. Straight to Sherman. Tattle by Fox. Now on to Casey. Referee wipes the slate clean. Flanagan gets it out to Clausen. Oldham certainly not making use of this one-man advantage at the moment. A fine break from Topless. Good cover back by McCulloch. The support slow on that occasion for Oldham. Ashton out to Warnicky. Warnicky throws it away and Taburn picks it up thankfully for Leigh. Leigh in possession on their own 25. Collier now out to Gelling, to Pike, out to Chris Johnson. Leigh electing to run it inside their own 25. And Chris Johnson is injured in that tackle. No points as yet in the second half. Leigh still lead by 14 points to 6. Down to 12 men following the dismissal of John Henderson. 12 minutes of the second half gone. As Chris Johnson, the Leigh left centre, is treated by the physio. Over on the far side of the field, just 10 yards outside the Leigh 25. So the referee starts the clock again. Chris Johnson, I think, is to be substituted. Phil Johnson is going to come on to replace him. He's gone off over on the far side. There goes Gelling. Makes 5 yards. Schubert now for Leigh. Well, Collier was tackled without the ball. Hobbs has possession and Pike makes the tackle 5 yards in Oldham territory. So it's Flanagan now. Gets it out to Casey. Leigh down to 11 men at the moment. Flanagan inside to Ashton. Mike Davis, Mike Taylor now. Steps inside one, outside one. But not John Kerr. It's the second time Kerr's had to come across and stop him. Warnicky out to Flanagan to Ashton. On to Topless. Good ball out to Worrell. Worrell on the break. Big overlap for Oldham. Hossein and Barkett races through and goes behind the Leigh post for Oldham's second try of the game, and it comes 14 minutes into the second half and really puts Oldham back in this game. So David Hobbs from in front of the Leigh post with this conversion. Oldham 4 points behind at the moment. Hobbs adds the conversion and that reduces it to 2 points. Leigh now lead Oldham by 14 points to 12 with 25 minutes of this game remaining. So Phil Johnson now comes on to replace Chris Johnson. Leigh have lost both their centres. John Henderson have been sent off and Chris Johnson, who having gone off injured. So Leigh are going to have to reshuffle their backs, and Wayne Atherton with the restart from the centre, taken by Sherman. Oldham in possession, just inside their own 25. Flanagan on to Clausen. Flanagan out to Topless. Fine pick up for Leigh by Brian Gelling. That puts Leigh back on the attack. There goes Pike. Pike stopped just short. Leigh need a score from this position. Phil Johnson tries to go it alone. Leigh with a good line out here. Gelling on the charge. Reese stopped short as well. Leigh running through tackles too quickly. Mike Davis. Kerr. Sit out to Phil Fox. Fox appears under the Oldham pulse. Taburn now. Davis gets it out to Phil Johnson, to Gelling. Gelling to Pike. And Derek Pike, the Leigh skipper, crashes over under those Oldham posts. That's what Leigh wanted, a quick reply. Taking them just 3 minutes to reply to that Hossein Mbaki try. Puts them back into a 6 points lead at the moment. They now lead Oldham by 18 points to 12, with Wayne Atherton the new goal kicker. Well, it's a vital goal kick, despite the fact it's in front of the post. Would put Leigh 8 points ahead. It does. Wayne Atherton becomes Leigh's 5th successful goal kicker of the season. And Leigh are back into an 8-point advantage. With 22 minutes remaining, they now lead Oldham by 20 points to 12. So Ray Ashton, once again with the restart. Taken by Gelling, lost by Gelling and knocked on by Oldham. So we'll scrum it 10 yards outside the Leigh 25. Scrums one each so far in the second half. Mike Davis feeds for Leigh. Hawkyard comes out of the pack to make the tackle. Wayne Atherton now for Leigh. Tackle by Casey and Flanagan. Taburn now out to Cottrell. Cottrell to Kerr. Kerr to Collier. Clausen makes the tackle eventually. There goes Schubert inside. Oh, good play by Leigh. There goes Pike. Sit out to John Kerr. Terrible pass to McCulloch. But McCulloch uses all his pace and goes over in the corner. A tremendous try for Leigh. Fine break up the middle by skipper Derek Pike. Kerr was the man in support. The pass to McCulloch was not a good one. He did well to pick it up round his ankles and outpace Mike Taylor for trying the corner and stretch the Leigh lead to 12 points. They now lead Oldham by 24 points to 12. So the 12 men of Leigh have certainly come good in the last 5 minutes. They saw Oldham reduce the arrears to 2 points, but now Wayne Alberton hits the conversion from way out on this touchline and makes Leigh 14 points to the good. They now lead Oldham by 26 points to 12. So it's Ray Ashton back at the centre once again with just 19 minutes of this game remaining here at Elton Park. Ashton with the kick. Gelling let it go and Taylor picks it up for Oldham. So Flanagan now gets it out to Hawkyard. Mike Taylor is now injured for Oldham, but it's Oldham in possession with Clawson. Ashton now, out to Topless, dropped by Wannicky. Really Oldham not making this one-man advantage tell in any way. Certainly in my opinion the Leigh forwards looking the fresher of the two packs at the moment. And Leigh win the ball. Kerr goes without it, picked up by Umbarky. Bad play from Leigh. Ashton gets it out to Topless, Topless to Warnicky, long pass out to Bridge. Bridge runs into trouble, Pike makes the tackle just on the Leigh 25-yard line. Flanagan out to Clawson. Oldham driving for those Leigh posts. Ashton now. They bring in Warnicky, who goes without the ball. Picked up by Davis for Leigh. Davis tries to run round them all. Hobbs goes in with the feet. Now that should certainly be a dismissal. That was a disgraceful incident. And Hobbs has gone off, and no doubt that's the right decision. Mike Davis was on the ground, and Hobbs slid in with all studs showing into the Leigh scrum half. Tell me that went right. That was no option then. I'm not saying about that. Said it's a referee. That's one of the few decisions he's got right though on both sides. So we're now down to 12 men on each side. Oldham have wasted a golden opportunity. Mike Davis is fit to continue, and Wayne Alberton finds touch for Leigh on the far side, and Leigh will tap 10 yards outside their own 25. There goes Gelling on the charge. Gelling almost breaks through, takes play to within 5 yards of the halfway line. Tabber now to Kerr, to Cottrell. Cottrell on the charge. Cottrell looking for the support. The support wasn't there quick enough. A fine break from the Leigh second row. Now what can Leigh do here? Phil Johnson steps inside one. Is it going to Pike? Pike gets it away to Fox. Fox gets it inside, but Phil Johnson goes without it. Superb play from Leigh at the moment. They really have got the bit between the teeth. They know they've got the beating of this Oldham team. They've a 14-point cushion, and they're prepared to give the ball plenty of air now. So with Wayne Atherton and Phil Johnson playing in the centres, possession to Oldham at that scrum. Topless now. Topless stopped inside the Oldham 25. What have Oldham got to offer in reply? Here comes Clausen. But the Oldham penetration in the forwards is lacking at the moment. Flanagan to Ashton. Ashton onto Hawkyard. Ball is lost. Bridge tackled Johnson without the ball. And Leigh are penalised for offside. Warnicky tapped the ball to himself. Junker knew he was offside. He had to stop the man. So it's been Mick Worrell kicking for touch on this near side now. Leo Casey on the first charge for Oldham. Oldham in possession, just inside their own half with Clausen. Good tackle from Pike. Flanagan on to Ashton. Ashton back to Flanagan. Now with Worrell. On to Sherman. Sherman tackled by Schubert. Ashton attacked in half-back. Gets it out to Topless, back to Ashton. Ashton goes without it. Pike makes the tackle, but we'll have a scrum. Really, the Leigh forwards have knocked Oldham off the game in the last 10 minutes or so. Possession to Leigh, picked up by Kurt. Long pass out to Gelling. To Collier. Collier takes play into the opponent's half. Phil Johnson now to Gelling. Gelling inside to Davis. Davis out to Fox. Superb play. Good tackle from Umbarkey. Quick hands from Leigh there. And we'll scrum it just inside the Oldham 25. Leigh really well and truly on top at the moment. We've got 12 minutes of the game remaining. Leigh lead by 26 points to 12. Possession to Oldham. Good tackle from Wayne Atherton on Umbarkey. Bridge now. Out to Ashton. Out to Taylor. He makes his way just into Leigh territory. Ashton now to Warnicky. To Topless. On to Bridge. Poor play by Oldham. Clausen now. Going it alone. Makes 10 yards. Flanagan attacked in half-back. Out to Bridge. To Topless. To Warnicky. A wild pass. In fact, the referee, has he given another free kick for a deliberate forward pass or not? Yes, I think he has. He's given Leigh another penalty for a deliberate forward pass. Well, 11 minutes remaining, and Wayne Atherton kick for touch on this side, and he's kicked well once again. So Leigh will tap 10 yards from their opponent's 25. What can they make from here? Tom Byrne on to Schubert. Schubert tattled on the Oldham 25.
Oh, come on, get it! Come on, Schubert!
Well, Ian Schubert is only himself to blame for being penalised there for not playing the ball, and Leigh concede 10 more yards for descent, and they certainly don't want to lose their composure now. Mick Worrell will take the kick for touch on this near side. Makes 7 or 8 yards. Flanagan with the tap. just inside the Oldham half, to Ashton, to Topless, on to Clausen. Fine tackle from Davis. Warnicky, out to Hawkyard. Oldham still in possession, just inside their own half with Flanagan. On to Topless, inside to Warnicky. Warnicky gets it out to Casey. Leigh stopped the move, once again on the halfway line. Ashton to Flanagan, back to Ashton. Ashton with nowhere to go, loses the ball in the tackle. Gelling comes away with it for Leigh. Followed and tackled by Topless, but Leigh back in possession on the halfway line with Pike. To Atherton, out to Taburn. Taburn inside to Kerr, that's thrown away, picked up for Leigh by Cottrell. Cottrell gets it out to Collier. Collier tries to step inside, still going, good run by the young fullback, finally stopped by Ashton and Hawkyard. Kerr now to Pike. Pike drives in, that's better from Leigh. Wayne Atherton now with the kick. It's a good looking kick. Sits up for Taylor, but still finds touch in the Oldham 25. So we'll scrum it some 15 yards from the Oldham line. Just over 8 minutes of the game remaining. Leigh still holding that 14-point advantage. Both teams down to 12 men. Ray Ashton to feed the scrum. Once again, the referee losing control of the scrums. Possession to Oldham. And back in on the run. But possession to Leigh. But Cottrell drops it. Leigh wastes a good opportunity. So we'll scrum it once again on the Oldham 25. A head and ball to Oldham. The referee not happy with that scrum once it formed again. This time it's a penalty to Oldham. Leigh not allowing Terry Flanagan to back down. That's what he said. Ashton with the tap to Topless. Topless ducks inside and throws the ball away, picked up by Ashton. On to Clausen. Flanagan attacked in half-back. On to Casey. Leigh have only got to do the basics now, get their tackling right. There's just 6 minutes of the game remaining. Ashton now to Topless. To bring in Hawkyard. Solid defence again from Leigh. Ashton again. Inside to Warnicky. On to Hawkyard. On to Topless. They don't know where to go at the moment, Oldham. Flanagan out to Bridge. Kick ahead. All on. Oh well, it must be advantage to Leigh here. Finally kicked dead, but Leigh get a penalty for obstruction on Fox as he was tackled by Sherman. That was a good decision by the referee. And an Oldham player is about to be dismissed for 10 minutes. Mick Worrell. That is definitely for dissent. It's not the first time Oldham have been penalised for dissent this afternoon. There were 3 occasions in the first half when they were double penalised for dissent. They certainly haven't learned the lesson from that. Well, that means that Mick Worrell will take no further part in this game because we've only got 4.5 minutes remaining and he's been sent off for 10. So Wayne Atherton with this conversion attempt to try and increase Leigh's lead. They hold a 14-point advantage at the moment. So Wayne Atherton, 2 goals to his credit so far, makes it 3. It comes after 76 minutes. And Leigh stretch their lead to 16 points. They now lead Oldham by 28 points to 12.
For the Leigh player of the match today, Brian Kelly.
Well, Brian Gelling is named the Leigh man of the match for today. Really, it's been a team effort. Taburn takes that, gets it away well to Gelling. Gelling tackled by Clawson and Flanagan. So it's now 12 men against 11. Pike on the charge for Leigh. Finally stopped by Topless and Ashton. Taburn now, out to Schubert. Knocked down by Taylor. A scrum it 10 yards inside Leigh's half.
Deliberate knock on, referee.
So Mike Davis will feed this scrum for Leigh. Scrums 4 each in this second half. Leigh win possession from that one. Atherton attacked in half-back. Davis. Pike. Out to Phil Johnson. Picked up for Leigh by Taburn. On to Andy Collier. Collier steps inside. And the young fullback races over behind the post. To score his first try for the club. And if Leigh weren't home and dry before, they certainly are now. The young fullback read that one well when he was put through from that Taburn pass. He used Fox as the foil to lose Mbarki and race over behind those Oldham poles to give Wayne Atherton the easiest of conversions from in front. Atherton makes no mistake, that's his 4th goal of the afternoon. And with just 1 minute of normal time remaining, Leigh now lead Oldham by 34 points to 12. So Ray Ashton, once again, back at the centre with the restart for Oldham. Pike takes it for Leigh. So, in the final minute of the game now, here comes Cottrell. It's a wild pass out. Gelling retrieves the situation for Leigh. Mike Davis now to Cottrell again. Cottrell on to Kerr. Kerr breaks clear. And Leigh are running rampant in these last few minutes. John Kerr scores Leigh's 6th try of the game. Once again, it's under the Oldham post. It takes Leigh to 38 points to 12, with the conversion to follow. It brings back memories of the last time these two sides met at Hilton Park, which is in the 5th round of the Lancashire Cup last season, and Leigh won by 40 points to 12. And if Wayne Atherton adds the conversion, it will be that scoreline again. Wayne Atherton adds the conversion. That's his 5th goal in this second half. Leigh now 40 points to 12 in the lead. We've already had 1 minute of injury time, and it's Ray Ashton once again back at the centre with the restart for Oldham. Schubert takes it this time. Tackled by Warnicky and Hawkyard.
Get up!
Gelling, dummies. Couldn't quite get it out to McLaughlin. McCulloch, I beg your pardon. Leigh playing the tattles out now. There goes Cottrell. Cottrell stopped in centre field. Atherton with the kick. And Wayne Atherton done nothing wrong since he took over the goal kicking role and the kicking the touch. Once again he drives Oldham back inside their own 25. We've had 2.5 minutes of added time. Possession again to Oldham. Davis makes the tackle. Flanagan. There goes the hooter to bring proceed.
Got the 2nd victory of the season in the Stones British.
They defeated Oldham here at Hilton Park.
By